Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issues 67 and 68 of our Optimus Prime build. Let's get going. Okay, so once again we're going to be bunching the next pack, so I've got it here. We're going to be doing these two and then issues 69 to 71 in the next video. We're going to need the arm because that's what we're going to be concentrating working on. So I've got the arm here from previous. We've got the two packets just here. Before we carry on, we're going to have a look at the magazines. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so we're going to do issue 67 first. I haven't gone, do you know what? I haven't even looked at these magazines yet. So Hardcore E, just there. Then we've got Prime in Prime. I don't know, it sounds like a drink, doesn't it? This looks like Transformers Prime. Really good series. If you've not seen it, I definitely suggest checking it out. I actually really enjoy Transformers Prime. Buzzwing. We have a profile on Buzzwing. And then Armada Autobots. So these are the figures that covered Star Trek Transformers Armada. There we go. Actually, the figures were quite popular. I do remember these. Just there. And we're going to be doing some work. So, these are the pieces that we're going to be doing. So, let's open it up and get started. Okay, so these are all the pieces that we have. We do need the arm. So, the first thing we're going to do is open these parts here. And we will need this pin as well. So, let's move all this over to the side for a minute. And we're going to use that. We might need a pair of pliers. It does help. Okay. So, just going to take a look at this. Just going to find out exactly where we have to go with this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to have to strengthen this, straighten, I should say, this arm a little bit. Some bits are falling off. That's it. There we go. Okay. So we're going to be sticking something just here. I don't know if you can make that out on the camera, but there is a sort of thingy just there. This is going to go down towards the arm, so it's going to sit in like that. I'm going to try and see if I can zoom up on that. Can you see? So it's really difficult to see. Actually, I'm going to pull this off. You know, it fell off. I'm actually going to take it off. Okay, so you see this hole just here. Okay, so this is going to go there like that, and then this pin is going to go in sort of hopefully through that gap. Hang on. Yep. So making sure that that section here, the rounded section, is towards the hand, and we're going to put this pin in. So does it go on the other side? Let me try and take this section off gently. That will give me a little bit more access. And what I'm going to do is do it with my pliers here. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is through. just trying to clamp it through, so I'm going to do that just now. Okay, so that is all done there. So I think it sort of works as a little bit of a stopper. So as you can see, it's does all these pop out, don't they? There we go. So it sort of stops it from going too far. I think that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, so we've done that. It got there in the end. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this panel here, and it's going to sit on these tabs just like that. I'm going to push them in, put that back up because that's come out. That's going to sit like that. So that sort of sits in, sort of like that. Next, what we're going to do is this section here, our big sort of gold piston section. I'm going to grab this ball joint, and this is going to sit. Once again, it's sort of like half circled on both bits, so we're going to just, it only goes on one way. Then we're going to use a YP screw. Which is one of these. I'm going to screw it into the top. Like so. That just secures it down. Both bits of the plastic, so don't over screw it, because you could split it as it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is, you see this ball joint here, and your ball joint just there. We're going to put it in. Don't worry, it's supposed to look like this, so don't worry about that. So this is going to sit in there. You're going to need to push it down quite a bit as well. A little bit of force on that. So that sort of sits like so. Then we're going to grab this part here, and once again there's a little notch on here. Zoom up for you. You see that tiny notch there? Just there. Well, on here there's a little notch there as well, so that's where it's going to line up. So it's going to line up like that, sort of at an angle. Then we're going to use a KP screw. So just a KP screw here. I'm going to stick the KP screw in like so. So that is all nicely and secured. Then we're going to grab our blue section, which is this. And our blue section is going to go, so on our blue section we've got these two little silver things like that. They're going to go opposite direction to what the gaps are, and then we're just going to push that on like that, and that is that for issue 67. So there you go, hang on a sec. So that's that bit done. So that's how it's looking. So let's do issue 68. Okay, so like always, we're just going to peek through the magazine. Issue 68. First bit is obviously Transformers in cinema, and we've got David and Goliath there. Let me move that there. So, then we've got the enemies just there, obviously the Decepticons and enemies within there. Then we got smoke screen, so a profile on Autobot smoke screen. Decepticons Armada. So we looked at the Autobot Armada, now we're looking at the Decepticons Armada action figures, Transformers, just there. And that's what we're going to be doing now. So in this one, we do not need our arm or anything. We're actually building something that goes onto the arm later on when we attach it to the shoulder socket. So yeah, we don't need the arm for this bit, we're just concentrating on this bit, so let's get going. Okay, so here's all the pieces that we get, like that. So the first thing we're going to do is take our tanker here, and we're going to grab this section here, making sure that this sort of connector socket here is that way. We're going to stick the bigger, so facing you, so that's facing me here. I'm going to stick the that end onto there, and then the cap onto the other end, like that. So now what we have is we have a shorter end and a longer end. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this section here. Once again, there's a sort of a little guide pin just on this. You see that guide pin just there? And then there's a little notch on there, so you know which way it's got to go around. And we're just pushing these together. Like so. Like that. Okay, so we've done that. So that's what that should look like. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take this pipe here. We've got some other little bits in here that we need to build. So we're going to take this little cap here and we're going to stick it on the end. Just put it on like that. Then what we're going to do is take the pipe section here, and we've got this plastic slot here. We're just going to push it into there. Like that. So that looks like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it around. We're going to flip this so this sits in like that. So that's sort of like that. And we're going to use the only screw that we need to use on this section. Don't over tighten, like so. So that goes like that. Then what we're going to do is we've got this little section here, and that is going to sit on that peg. No, on this peg, sorry. So there's a bigger peg on this side, and once again it only goes in, it's sort of like a half circle, so it sort of only sits in one way, so it goes in like that. And we've got this here, so once again it's got a little guide pin, so it only can go in one way. That's going to sit on there like that, and then this is going to sit, once again we have a small and a larger one, and obviously a larger hole and a smaller hole, and then that is going to go on like that, and that is it. So you're probably wondering, if you haven't looked at the magazine, where does this sit? So I'm going to bring the arm over. So that's that, and then this is going to sit, I believe, yep, or is it going to sit at the back here? I think it actually sits like that, in like that. So that goes onto his shoulder. Eventually we'll connect all this up to him, but that's where that bit actually sits. Obviously we don't do it yet because we won't put this all together until it goes on to the shoulder. So it will sit on eventually like this, like that. But like I said, we don't need that. So anyway, that is what we've built in issue 68, and there we go. Okay, so we've done issue 67 and 68. So you can sort of see what we're doing now. We're sort of building the arm up more. And we've got like the top of the arm. So that's going to sit in like that at some point. Just like that. And then obviously this will slide in to Optimus's shoulder. So we'll have a full section just there. But that is where it sits. Just like that. But obviously this won't go in until we do the shoulder. It's looking really good. I'm loving the detail on this as well. It's very, very detailed. Absolutely love this. This is, yeah, absolutely wonderful. I love this sort of these sort of builds as well. I love these figure builds as well. And it's just, it just looks really good. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe and comment. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you subscribe. We do loads of other builds here and stuff like that. But until then, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you at the next video. So until then, see you later.